Putin floats possibility that Russia may abandon no first-use nuclear doctrine. A few days after he issued a warning about the increasing risk of nuclear war, Russian President Vladimir Putin suggested, for the second time this week, that Russia might formally change its military doctrine of not being the first to use nuclear weapons in a conflict. Russia's current military doctrine states that it will not be the first country to use nuclear weapons in a conflict. They have it in their strategy. In the paperwork it is laid out a preventive blow. This refers to the United States of America. We don't. Putin stated this while speaking at a news conference in the capital of Kyrgyzstan, Bishkek. On the other hand, we have devised a retaliatory attack in our strategy, Putin said. Putin stated that even if Russia were to immediately retaliate upon seeing the launch of nuclear missiles towards it, this means that the fall of the warheads of enemy missiles on the territory of the Russian Federation is inevitable. They will still fall. Even if Russia were to retaliate immediately upon seeing the launch of nuclear missiles towards it. Putin stated that the United States' approach was to not rule out the prospect of a nuclear strike that would disarm the enemy, whereas Russia's doctrine is to only deploy nuclear weapons as a last option. If we are going to discuss this disarming strike, then perhaps we should consider emulating the most successful policies and procedures of our American colleagues as well as their strategies for assuring their safety. Just now, we're giving it some thought. During those days and years in the past, he remarked, no one was bashful about talking about it out loud. If a potential opponent believes it is conceivable to use the theory of a preemptive strike, and we do not, then this still makes us think about those risks that are posed to us, he continued. We do not believe it is possible for us to employ the theory of a preventive strike. Officials from the previous administration of Vice President Joe Biden have stated in the past that Moscow has been warned of the risks of using nuclear weapons in the conflict at the highest levels possible. On Wednesday, Vladimir Putin issued a warning about the growing possibility of nuclear war, but he refrained from committing to the idea that Russia would not be the first country to use nuclear weapons in the event of a military conflict. As for the notion that Russia wouldn't use such weapons first under any circumstances, then it means that we wouldn't be able to be the second to use them either, because the possibility to do so in the event of an attack on our territory would be very limited, he said on Wednesday. As for the idea that Russia wouldn't use such weapons first under any circumstances, then it means that we wouldn't be able to be the second to use them. The comments made by Putin come as the conflict moves into its winter phase, with Russia continuing to shell eastern and southern regions of Ukraine while also facing attacks on its own territory. On Monday, Russia carried out a new series of attacks using drones and missiles, aiming their fire at energy facilities located all across Ukraine. According to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, the strikes caused widespread blackouts in a number of locations, including the capital city of Kyiv and the city of Odessa. Officials in Russia have stated that their country was the victim of multiple drone assaults this week, which were directed against the country's military infrastructure. The Russian Ministry of Defense placed blame on Ukraine for the strikes, despite the fact that Ukraine has not made any official statements regarding the explosions.